Set 42107 Ducati Panigale V4R is a LEGO Technic set. It comes with 646 pieces. It is for the ages of 10 and up and was released August 1st, 2020. It retails in Canada for $99.99 Canadian, in the US for $69.99 US, in the UK for £54.99 pounds, and the rest of Europe for €59.99 euros. Okay, the front of the box is a large picture of the Panigale V4R. That is a phrase that just sucks to say. I've done that intro, I think, 10 times just trying to say it properly. Yes, it has a giant picture of a set on a racetrack background there. The information for the set is on the left side. You have the Ducati logo on the bottom left, and on the bottom right is Panigale V4R right there. Still hate saying that. The back of the set's much more entertaining. It shows a picture of the other side of a Ducati with the I guess you could say armor pieces off of it, so you can see the inner guts, which look really cool. The top right shows a picture of the apparently gear shifter in there with a 1, 2, and a neutral setting. Next to that shows the dimensions, so standing straight up it is, and I mean 2 wheels on the ground, not like, haha, doing a wheelie. It's 16 centimeters or 6 inches tall, and from wheel to wheel it is 32 centimeters or 12 inches long. There's a bit of information on the actual Panigale car here. 998 cc's. Whatever that means. I'm not a car person by any means, or even a motorist person by any means, so I have no idea what that means. It has to do with the engine. It can do 15,250 RPM. Once again, whatever that means, or rotations per minute, but whatever that means for a car, I don't know. 221 horsepower, and it weighs 172 kilograms in real life. Below that, slightly to the left, is a picture of the wheels being able to turn, and below that is the suspension mechanisms. It's showing that there. One side shows the same picture that you have here on a completely black background, along with the warning that due to small parts, if children 0 to 3 and even slightly older consume them, there is a choking hazard, so watch out for that. The other side has the Ducati logo in a very silver, rainbow flashy thing. This is it's very hard to see, official product of Ducati. So Ducati has this as an official product. Ducati.com, authentic Italian performance. So there's that, with another picture of the set on the right side of that. The top of the set has where the components made and where they were distributed, along with another picture of a Ducati, and the braking disc is the actual size indicator on the set. At the bottom it shows another picture of a Ducati, the advertisement for the Lego.com apps, and the usual recycling, UPC, and trademark information. This is a push tab set, so push it open, and it opens. So here are the components. You have 6 bags labeled nothing, because this isn't a numbered set. You just dump everything on the desk and build, which it's been a while since I've seen that, so this will actually be quite interesting to do, because even the other Technic sets, even less pieces than this, usually have numbers on them, so this is interesting. You have 2 tires, one slightly thinner than the other, designs I've never seen before, and 2 tire rims of the same size outside of the bags. You have a sheet here with the plastic windscreen that you can find on the, or windshield, whatever that you can find on the front of a bike. And you have a page of 19 stickers, some of them big guys, so it's a big sticker page. And a set of instructions that was not bent in the box, which I love. The front of it has the usual Technic, how to deal with the rod. So the instructions usually tell you the length of a rod, and the rods actually have, if I remember, sorry, it's been a while since I've dealt with them. Yeah, so on the end of the rods, it's very difficult to see, but there's usually a, is that the number? I swore they could have had that before. I guess not. Never mind. Okay, ignore that. But yeah, so there are pictures that are 1-to-1 scale, so you can match up the lengths of the rods on the that are in the set on the instructions. You have a advertisement for the Lego building instructions app. And then, wow, it gets right into the instructions there. No, here's what the set looks like or anything. You have one page of parts. You have a page of other Technic sets. I cannot verify which one of these are still in production because I don't really follow the Technic line that much. But there are 5 different sets. It looks like a mainly stunt sets. Although there is a tiny little street cleaner set that looks adorable, and a drag racer set, which is pretty cool there. And then, okay, 2 more pictures of a Ducati. You have a picture of a real one and the Lego one. So real one is on the left, Lego one is on the right. You have another picture of other Technic sets. You have a Top Gear car. That's interesting. Never knew that. You have a crane and a water skiff set, which is really cool there. There's also a Rebuild the World advertisement, which I haven't seen in a while, which is, oh my god. It is a picture of a dog with a shovel holding a piece of poo behind it. That is so interesting. And then you have 2 pictures of the functionality of the Ducati. Or 2 pages of functionalities of the Ducati set here. Oh man, this is going to be fun. So for packaging, I'm going to... See, I'm at a loss, because usually I give packaging a 4, which I want to do here because there's nothing wrong. You know what, yeah, I'm going to give it a 4. I was going to say something about not giving it a 3 because of none of these are numbered and therefore makes the set harder, but if you're doing a Technic set, you're not doing it because it's going to be relatively easy, so packaging gets a 4, and now I get to build. So here is the set. Here are the extra pieces. You don't actually get much in the way of extra parts, just a couple little Technic bits and bobs, but that's about it. And then the set, which is like really cool. So let's just get one thing out of the way here. There is, okay, it's just gonna lay down. There's just a little thing for the motorcycle to sit on top of. It slots into a piece of the wheel, so there's a Technic pin or rod that just goes right onto the piece of the wheel to keep it in place. So nice little display bit there. But now for the motorcycle, which is this is actually pretty neat. It's not yeah, okay, so let's just get to it. So you have a very nice looking motorcycle here. You have functionality where when it goes, this back wheel can, depending on if it's on first, I believe it's, what was it again? It was first, neutral, drive, I can't remember which position is which. Okay. Whether it's on first, neutral, or drive using that pin, it will actually turn the, it'll actually turn all the mechanisms on the inside, including the little pistons, engine pistons that are inside of there, which is really cool. Like, there's a lot of little things going on here that's makes it really neat. That mechanism, the mechanism for the lever actually uses rubber bands. Oh, why don't you? Yeah, actually uses rubber bands to keep it from keep it stable, like a rubber band and the like 4-toothed gear Technic piece. It's a great reveal already. And it keeps that stable, or it keeps it from moving unless you actually move it, and it has the 3 different positions. You have the entire engine underneath. The side panels can all well, most of them can come off, not those, but the mainly the bottom side panels can come off fairly easily, which allows you to see the majority of the engine. The engine is also instead of using gears to connect the this section down here, which is driven by the wheel, instead of using gears to connect it to where pistons are, it actually uses a rubber band. Yeah, which was really cool. You got all sorts of other things, like a little exhaust pipe here. You do have all the armor pieces, which are cool. The front tire will turn there. It also has two shock absorbers there. It doesn't really work well if you're trying to do it. It will always try to push the rods or bend the rods that way when you push down, so it's not a very good shock absorber that way. But other than that, the design is really cool. There's a lot of big stickers that you have to get on there. The little windscreen here is a little neat, if not, I don't know, it just seems, it seems creative for Lego. It just seems a little weak because of the amount of scratches that I can already see on it, and I've barely done anything with it. Like, that is very annoying, so that's going to be a somewhat annoying thing to have to deal with there. Also, the back has a single shock thing too, so that will do that, which is really cool. But other than that, there's really not much to say about this. This is a Technic set, and it's supposed to show you, a really a lot of the cool mechanisms of the Ducati. Where was it again? The Ducati Panigale V4R. But yeah, so for build, I'm gonna give this a 4. This is a really fun build. Some techniques I've never seen before, and it was just very interesting. Technic builds are always interesting. I think one of the most interesting things is the fact that there was no numbered bags. It was dump everything on the table and have fun with it. You didn't, go, okay, here's bag 1, which will build this, and, okay, here's bag 1, which will build the engine block, and bag 2, which does the front wheel, bag 2, which does the back, and then, bag 3, which does all the armored bits. Bag 1, which does the engine block, 2 for front, 3 for the back, and, 4 for all the armored bits. It's just dump everything in play, which I thought was really cool. That along with the building techniques, yeah, I think this deserves a 4. This is actually a very, fairly interesting set. I wouldn't say that this is the most, incredible Technic set that I've built. It's very fun in that it looks like a motorcycle and it very well acts like a motorcycle for the functions that it has, but it's not something like a you know, bucket wheel excavator or the giant crane where it's all motorized and it's just big and massive, and, you know, all of the gearboxes and everything going throughout it is awesome. This is a sort of small motorized, you know, sort of deal type set, and, you know, okay, without the powered motorization, but you know what I mean. It's sort of a small version, which is nice about that. Play. I'm gonna give it a 3 for play. I mean, there is some play here. You can have this racing around like it's sort of like a little model motorcycle. It does once again have a motorcycle functions, so that's really cool for it. It's not something that's gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be something that's gonna be easy to combine with other things to play, but it's. But yeah, play's gonna be a 3. There is some play, but there's not much. It will act basically like a model motorcycle, and that's about it. The display is gonna be a 5. This is a very fantastic looking display. Just the entire mechanisms of the set, along with just the look at. God, this is going. Like just the look of it, and you know just how incredible this thing. This is just a good display, and the value for the price and the pieces, I'm gonna give the value a 3. There's actually no, I'm gonna give the value 2. There's actually not much value in getting this. You can't add this to a Lego City. This is mainly going to be put on a shelf, or if a child gets it, we're just going to be, you know, going around with it. But with the pricing and the pieces, you know, it's only mainly Europe that gets good pricing for this set. The rest of us, not so much when it comes to piece per price. But yeah, value's going to get a 2 because I just don't think the value is here. I think it's a fine set. I just don't think that it's something that people who need Technic need to buy. So the set is mainly for people who want to give their hands, try their hands at a Technic Lego motorcycle. I know that there was a Harley Davidson system motorcycle that I do want to get if there wasn't a bunch of stuff coming out this August. But yeah, there is that, and this is really the only sort of like, you know, big motorcycle build that you can get. This is not going to be for city or, you know, children to play. This is mainly going to be a model set. This would be a good thing for children who want to get into Technic, or, you know, 10 to 12 who want to get into Technic. This would be a fairly good set. There were some little challenging pieces to place, but other than that, this would be a fairly good set for a child who wants to get into it. And with that, I will see you all next time.